Hello everybody, it is Dreaded Scoper here, and I am here to bring you guys something new that I kind of wanted to do for a while, and I just kind of realized and remembered that, hey, I forgot to do this. And what it's going to be is rebuilding every team in the MLB and hopefully getting them to the World Series in year one of, uh, of the year game mode. But anyways, I'm starting off here. Sorry about that. I'm starting off with the Yankees. I'm going to do every team, not in any order. It's really whatever order you guys want me to do them in. So if you guys let me know, say, hey, I want you to do the White Sox, and the next team I do is the White Sox. You know, if not, then I'll probably start with the worst teams first and then go to the better teams just because it wouldn't be fun to, have me do the Astros because I could basically just play through an entire season and win the World Series with them. So I'll probably start off with I'm gonna start with the Yankees just because they're my favorite team. So I decided, hey, why not start off with them? So I'm going to start off with them, and this is how it's gonna go. I'm basically gonna make a ton of trades. I'm going to be doing everything I can to make this team amazing. I'm not gonna change any of those settings. I already kind of have an idea of what I'm doing because I did this once, so I already somewhat know what I'm doing. I'm going to make this trade really quickly. Eric Hosmer for Masahiro Tanaka. I don't like starting pitchers in this game too much. I prefer hitters and relief pitchers just because I don't know why. Actually, I prefer hitters. I prefer fielders. And I can work with bad starting pitchers. I can deal with them. But it's hard for me to deal with bad hitters. So I don't mind having bad pitchers. Right off the bat, it's Eric Hosmer for Masahiro Tanaka. So I'm going to do that trade. That will also save us some money. Next, what I wanted to do is kind of build up the starting pitchers. Now, Mike Minor is a little weird. I don't know how I feel about him, but I figured, well, maybe not. Maybe I don't get Mike Minor. Maybe I get someone else. This is going to be impossible to do. Maybe if I do something like Brian McCann. Holy nipples. That is fantastic. I thought I was going to have to give up a lot more. I'm getting an 86 overall pitcher and an 84 overall pitcher for an 87 overall catcher. Granted, he's a really good catcher, but I don't need him. Now we're already getting a little bit more. Let's see if we can get something else out of this. Oof. Maybe Mike Moustakas, and then I'll give them like a Chase Headley because of budgetary constraints. Why? Because Brian McCann makes 15 mil. Fair enough. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll get rid of Mark Teixeira. We'll have to give them... Alright, it's basically the same thing anyways. So let's go right back to... Who was I looking at? I was looking at the third baseman, Mike Moustakas. As you can see, he's a pretty solid fielder, and his hitting stats aren't terrible. So he's going to be a solid addition if I'm able to get him too. I really only need to give up a little more. Maybe a Chase Headley, budgetary constraints again. Ooh, that's a lot. How good is this guy? He's got really good contact. Stevie Beer. Not very good arm strength, but decent solid speed. Maybe just enough to steal. So he could be a solid player. Solid shortstop in years to come. But for now... Ugh. I'm not trying to give them Michael Yancey. Holy nipples. Holy crap. Wow. How is he a 73? Oh my god. His stealing is, obviously fantastic. His fielding isn't terrible. And his power is 60s, which isn't terrible either. I'm going to keep him. I want to keep him. Hitting stats, good. Oh my gosh. How are some of these guys What the hell? What the titties? Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna pick someone and go with it. There's some decent people, actually. Yeah, let me offer... Who am I giving up? Brian McCann, Greg Bird, and Mason Williams for... Yeah, I don't think I'm losing there. So that leaves my catcher position for Gary Sanchez, who really isn't that, like, bad? He's not good, but look, I mean, his hitting stats are, 50s, which could be a lot worse. His fielding stats aren't really that great, so Austin Romine, you're not that great. All right, so I'm gonna have to get a better Alex Rodriguez. You're getting the hell out of here. All right, let's go to a different team. So let's look at catchers now. Kurt Suzuki, no, I'm fine without you. We got Giovanni Soto, not a good fielder. My catcher is going to need to be a very good fielder. I think that's one of the more important positions to be a good fielder at, or at least to have good arm strength to throw people out. It's kind of like one of the main jobs as a catcher, especially in real life. You do need a good defensive catcher. That's like their job. So, Kyle Schwarber. Sadly, he's injured. I feel bad. Man, the Cubs are going to be a good team. They're going to be a really good team. Devin Mesoraco, he used to be like a human. He used to be a glitch a couple games ago. Francisco Cervelli, bring him back to the Yankees. He's not bad. I'm probably going to get him. Oh, titties. Holy crap. Yeah, Yadier Molina, that would be nice, but... I hate to do this, guys, but I'm probably just going to straight up get Perez. Nope, can't do it. No, I don't want to get too many Royals. I don't want to, like, overdo that. I feel like that's not fun. I don't want to just get part of the war. Wellington Castillo, not bad. No. Derek Norris, no. Buster Posey's obviously way too out of my league for that. Russell Martin, Navarro, Yan Gomes is solid. Is there any way for me to get Yan Gomes and maybe give up like also Chase Headley? And then maybe something like a... But why are all my rookies like amazing at stealing? So I'm getting an 84 overall catcher, but I'm also giving up two of my decent third basemen. Now, granted, I'm not going to use Alex Rodriguez or Chase Headley because I do have Mike Moustakas now. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't do that. What else do I need? Now let's go to the pitching rotation. As of right now, we have Yordano Ventura, who is one of my favorite pitchers in this game because of the fact that he can throw really hard. Michael Pineda, I haven't used him yet in this game, but again, he's an 86 overall and he's my second pitcher, so that's not bad. Then we have an Edison Volquez, who's a sinker ball pitcher, and I think you guys know that I love sinker ball pitchers. He's going to be fun to pitch with. We have a Luis Severino, completely, my bad. He's got a slider, a changeup cut, so he'll be fun to use. Nathan Eovaldi, he's going to be really good someday, hopefully. So I think this is a solid starting rotation. Now let's look at the lineups. So we have Brett Gardner and Jacoby Ellsbury as the 1 and 2, which I can deal with. I have no problem dealing with these three people as the first three. Eric Hosmer is the third. That's amazing. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of Mark Teixeira. Mark Teixeira is not going to be on my team. Is there any way for me to get maybe like a right fielder then? Is there any way to get Kevin Kiermaier? I haven't used him yet, guys, and I really want to because, I mean, you look at his arm strength and fielding. He's an amazing player defensively, and his hitting isn't terrible. Kevin Pillar is also an amazing fielder. Not as good of an arm, but still an amazing fielder. Lorenzo Cain doesn't have as good of an arm, but still probably one of the better fielders in the game. That would be fantastic if I could get Mike Trout. Let me see if I can basically just give him my entire team. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't see anyone ever getting Mike Trout. That wouldn't make any sense. No, Carlos Gomez. Maybe if I did something like this. Yeah, I mean, Carlos Gomez hasn't performed this year yet, so I wouldn't do that. Cespedes is, I think I'm going to start using him in Diamond Dynasty just because if you look at his hitting stats, they're very good. And he still has 67 speed with an amazing arm. Granted, in real life, his fielding is not 89. He makes a lot of bonehead decisions. But right off the bat, you could easily get him. Give me my third baseman, Chase Headley. Ooh, that's fucking disgusting. I didn't mean to swear. Oh no. That is nasty. Oh, you're stabbing me in my left testicle. Give me, come on. For what? They're all making decent money. It's not any one of them. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of them. Abdul Herrera, he's like their best player right now. Feel bad for them. Billy Hamilton. That's speed. Maybe he's just a speed demon. Is there any way for me to get him? Budgetary constraint. Oh my lord. They're working with nothing. Maybe go for a shortstop. Because as of right now, I think I actually know who I want at shortstop. I haven't played with this guy because of the fact that I just got a new shortstop, but his contact is very good. His fielding is pretty solid, and his speed is good. So if I need to trade for him, I'm not going to give up Jacoby Ellsbury. That wouldn't make much sense. Get rid of Gregorius and then something like a... What the tits? Not that good. Never mind. Lindor, not bad. Very good still. Yeah, he's just a little bit. Brandon Crawford, probably like my favorite shortstop in the game. I just like him all around as just a player. Maybe get a Corey Seager. Granted, he hasn't been hitting as well apparently lately. I haven't paid too much attention to him. Johnny Peralta, maybe? No. I need a good, solid shortstop. But does not look like there's any good, solid defensive shortstops. It's a little annoying that like all these guys' fielding is like 70s. Carlos Correa is just all around a fantastic player, but I don't see me getting him. Elvis Andrews. Oh, he is solid. Is there any way? Definitely interested in making this deal. I'm giving up so much for him though. Crap, I hate myself. Alright, well, let's focus on getting rid of Teixeira. Let's see if we can get a catcher. The catcher's going to be mainly... Just got rid of McCann, Giovanni Soto. I haven't used him in a while. Ooh. He's not bad. He's not really great at anything. Wilson Ramos, no. I don't know, guys. Francisco Cervelli, solid contact, not the best fielding. Yadier Molina is just. Where are you at? Give me my main man. I don't even care anymore. Can I? Holy crap! I don't even want to see this. Oh my Jesus! You can't even get him. Who is my? I mean, I'm not gonna get much better than that defensively. Defense-wise? What can I do? Starling Castro is gonna be a solid second baseman. I need a shortstop. That's what I need. Give me a shortstop, fine. I need like a solid shortstop that I can get. No, not good enough arm accuracy. Andrelton Simmons maybe, because he's not worth much. But for Mark Teixeira though, this isn't going as well as I. There's not really too many great shortstop that are like solid, average shortstops. I may get Freddie Galvis. He's a decent fielder with 79s, high 70s. Hitting wise, he might bat like 200 for me. But I'm not in. I don't need a good hitting shortstop. I need a good defensive shortstop with a good arm. And so far, none of these guys seem to actually want to have a good arm. I'm just going down the line at this point. Nope. Brandon Crawford, but he's gonna be. I may get Brandon Crawford actually. I can't. Maybe J.J. Hardy. I may get Xander Bogaerts then. Screw it. Alright, maybe next time. Yeah, because that's a possibility. You're stabbing me. Let's see. Oh my god. Only if his arm was more accurate. And somebody. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? What is up with all these shortstops and not having any, like, accuracy whatsoever? Eric Ibar? No. How come all these guys' arms are just terrible? Adine Hechavari? Not bad. Solid fielding, decent arm strength, decent speed, solid contact. But Mark Teixeira, dude, what's your overall? What the tits? You're an 81 and he's a 78. How am I not getting the best? I guess it's because he's 35 and he's 26. Let me go down a little bit more. It's got decent speed and contact. I think I'm going to do this and then give up a D-Day Gregorius. Freaking Gregorius has probably better fielding. What the tits? Why would I do that? Why am I giving up? Why is your face so ugly? I need a better right fielder. Screw it. I can live with a... Carlos Beltran needs to get the hell out of my life. No. Jason Hayward. Yes. I don't care. At this point, it's like... Get out of here, Beltran. No. What the hell is going on here? What am I doing? Jason Hayward. I'm still getting used to these controls, as you can see. I'm basically just shoving, like, random buttons. They have an 82 overall Shane Victorino, too. What? He's an 82! Cargo is one of my favorite players, but there's no way I'm getting him. Puig. You're an idiot, Puig. That's really all I have to say about that. What do you got for underpants? Mookie Betts. Yeah, there are some solid right fielders, which is weird because that's like one of the worst like positions on the team. Mark Teixeira for Adam Eaton. It's actually not a bad trade. Let me do that, and I'll give him like a Chase Headley. Maybe he can give me some kind of I don't know. Yeah. Give me Zach Duke, I guess. What's his... Yeah, well, whatever. That's what I'll do for him. I'm sorry I haven't made a trade in a while. I might actually cut that entire part out. I basically should just, like, bump something completely different. For Alex Rodriguez, and then maybe... Ooh. They're willing to do that. Alright. Maybe I can get something else. Yo, the Indians have a solid squad. That's fine. I don't really care about... Yeah, I'm getting a catcher for a catcher and A-Rod. I don't... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do here is basically say we got Carlos Beltran still on my team. Are you stabbing me in the testicles? He's my least favorite player. Just get him off my squad. I don't even know. Give me frickin'... Of course you wouldn't. Alright, just, I don't want to think about this too much. Screw it. Holy no. Then I'll give you... Alright, guys, so... Who did I just get? Yeah. Alright, I got Desmond Jennings. Fair enough. That's not bad. Alright, guys, so we have Jacoby Ellsbury leading the squad. Adam Eaton batting second. Decent contact, so that's going to be solid. Then we have Eric Hosmer, who's going to be probably my clutch player here. He's going to be my leading player. We have a Yan Gomes with a solid defense and decent power. We got a Starling Castro next with some solid contact. We're not going to be hitting too many home runs, guys. We're going to be getting a lot of singles and doubles. Nah, he's not the best hitter, but he's a solid defender. Brett Gardner, solid speed and contact, so he's going to be good. Nah, not good. And then you're telling me I can't do better at the DH spot? No, I'm going to give Desmond Jennings a chance here. So that's going to be that. Jacoby Ellsbury is still... No. Oh, maybe not.